everyone. Welcome to the Smite Show, Episode 4. Of course, this one just before the grand final. So we're going to somewhat have a bit of a grand final theme. We've got a few guests here tonight. We've got Husey joining us once again, the second time this year. He does look a little bit frozen, but I'm sure he'll come now. He's just praying, I think. He's praying. He doesn't know what's happening tonight, so he's a little bit concerned. But apart from Husey, we've also got Ro, the jungle for Pandemonium, and we got Tomolo. Did I misspell your name? We'll just say Tomo from Tainted Minds Support. Good evening, gentlemen. How are we? Anyone? How are we?
Good.
Yeah, we're
not too bad.
And Husey's back with us somewhat. You've very much gone 8-bit.
Yeah.
We did miss 8-bit Husey, but he's back. So, obviously, grand final this weekend, only a few days away. What's today? Today's Tuesday. Sunday is the big event for Smite, 2:30 p.m.-ish, thereabouts. And the two, that's obviously why we've got Tomo and Ro on to talk a little bit about their plans. Let's see if they can't give away some strats. And, of course, Husey, just because Husey has opinions. So that's our panel for tonight. But why don't we start off and talk about this grand final? And let's do that. And let's first talk about Panda and have a look at those teams. I'm sure you guys have got the overlays I sent, of course.
Yes, some dank graphics.
We do.
Some dank graphics. Hashtag thank you very much, Giles.
Good looking.
Are a bunch of good-looking blokes. So first of all, Pandemonium. And they have they played 9 games. They won 11 games because Trident pulled out in the last week, which took their win rate up to 90% with a KDA of 10.54. And the interesting part to that, Husey, is they only lost to one team. What team was that?
It was Tainted Minds.
Whoa, exciting stuff. Tainted Minds.
Yeah, it was one game out of the best of 3 series, but still, that's still an impressive achievement when you look back to regionals last year. Dial was the best of 5, couldn't even take one game, so, I'm pretty excited.
Well, it's a bit BM, I think.
Maybe,
The truth,
whatever. It's the truth. Truth hurts sometimes.
It is the truth. So we've got Sporks, Ro, Ochita, Swayer, and Subfloor. So let's talk about Panda for a few minutes. How's Swayer fitting into the team? Obviously, you guys have gone undefeated. How's that going for you and working out?
I mean, obviously pretty good. I knew he was going to fit with the team way before we invited him over. I'd known him since just before regionals, and from there on, his attitude was right for the team. He was a perfect fit. The only thing lacking was he had a little bit... Well, he didn't have OPL experience in the first place, and he actually played mid lane before he played support. So when we asked him to play support, he had a lot of practicing to do. And he's still getting there. I think he's one of the strongest supports in the region and will be the strongest by far eventually. Just his attitude is perfect for the team and perfect for competitive play, in my opinion. So with a team like us who can stay motivated, then he's just going to fit in perfectly. I'm going to keep going forward.
Well, he was a bit of a no-name.
Support with the other support.
Oh, sorry, Husey?
Yeah, he had...
I'm just saying, Tomolomu's right here. He's a support player.
No,
Ducking down from
it's a big statement.
Clearly not the best. You're not listening to Ro at all? Right.
No, I didn't say he was the best. I think he will be the best. I don't think he is the best yet, and he knows
just
that.
Hiding from the shots.
So he's a bit of a I don't want to say, well, before he joined Avant, he was a bit of a nobody, wasn't he? He didn't play at all last year.
Right, he played on a team with, I think his captain was DJ Mercer. So he played on that team. And,
Sorry.
and so he did have some competitive experience. So he'd been in scrims before and stuff like that. So he knew how it all worked, but he'd never been at a top level play yet until when we invited him.
So what's your opinion then, Husey, on this team? And how are they going to go at CGPL this weekend?
I'm going to apologies in advance, Tomo. I think Pandemonium's going to win. I think it'll be a strong victory. I don't know if it'll be 3-0. I think Tainted Minds definitely got ability to take games away, as they proved earlier. But I think the experience of Pandemonium is hugely in favour of them. Going to Worlds cannot be understated how big that experience is for them. I think that they can control the map in ways that other teams can't. And I think that does come back to their experience and things like that. I think it'll still be some close matches though. But I think in the end, Pandemonium will come out top. And
who's the player to watch? Who's the danger man?
Do I say thank you? I don't know. Well, hello?
I mean, yeah, I know. Well, usually I fix the matches first, and then you say thank you when pay me. But
Right. How much?
Who's the player to watch though?
we'll talk about it afterwards.
Who's the
Alright,
most
cool.
Hey,
dangerous?
what's up?
Who's the most dangerous? Who's the player to watch? Who does Tatum Mines have to shut down?
He's sitting here on camera. It's Ro. I think everyone in the whole OC scene knows that Ro is the danger man. Shout out to Abs Pro for subbing to CGTV Smite. Thank you. Ro's the danger man on Pandemonium. Where he goes, that's where the team's direction is looking.
I think that's jungle in general, really.
Yeah, exactly right. I think that's the same for 90% of the teams.
Yeah.
Some other teams it changes depending on if they've got a real star carrying player on their team. It just so happens for Pandemonium that there is their jungler, and just you can see that wherever he is on the map, that's where the aggression is coming from. You can see that that's where the plays are being made. So look for where Ro is, shut him down. You have a chance of winning. That being said, being a jungler, a little bit hard to always find, rotating around as they are. This season, a little bit luckier since junglers spend a lot more of their time in mid lane, leeching farm off them poor mages.
Poor Cheetah.
Yeah.
And so, with that in mind, Tomo, who are you guys planning on? This, I know you probably can't answer this, but I'll ask. Is there a focus to one particular player or more? Is there a strat?
Yeah, I mean, generally it's target row. Everyone knows that. Yeah, if you shut down
And I
him,
used to it, yeah.
you kind of, I mean, not saying the other three can't carry because they have against us quite a few times in scrims, but life's a lot easier if Row's not going out of control.
Well, like Yuzi said, if you pay him the right amount, we can make sure Ro doesn't turn up to play, I guess.
Put like body armor inside my onesie, I'll be fine.
That's right. So, let's have a look at Tainted Minds then, guys. We got Divine, Shred, Slicey,
Hello?
Tomo, and
Have we dropped?
Ruff.
I think we lost him.
Oh.
Who
That
did
mean
we
the stream's
lose?
dropped, or is it all us? Oh, no, he's still
Are
here.
you back?
No, I'm still here.
That's
I'm still
disappointing.
here. Maybe it's your fault because I got to use push to talk and then I forget to push to talk. So there's probably we shouldn't have used TS, but I do that. So that's the lineup. Who's the danger man on this team, Ro?
I don't know, really. They've all individually gone off in scrims before. I think Shred can go off in some games, but most of the time it's going to be Slicey. I think, but I say most of the time, but it's like 6-4, really. Like 60% of the time it's Slicey. When it's not like anyone else, it's going to be Slicey. That doesn't make any sense, but like only slightly in Slicey's favor. That's what I'm trying to say.
He would have to be a crowd favourite though, wouldn't he, Husey?
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
would be.
absolutely. Everyone loves Slicey. I love Slicey. Slicey's such a nice guy, and I'm sure the rest of the Montana Mines are nice guys as well. I think, though, the man you're going to have to look out for this land, and I'm kind of surprised myself for saying this, is Gruff. He's actually performed above expectations for me, especially this split. And, as well, one of the 3 gods he plays just got buffed in Apollo, so, that's benefits to him.
Oh, he can buy Golden Bow too.
Yeah.
That's game over, man. Fuck.
Well, what other gods?
Apollo, Arthur, and Chiron, all he plays, and they're all super strong right now.
Yeah.
But he mainly plays Apollo. Let's be honest.
Yeah, Apollo, Chiron, yeah.
I've learned that this
Well,
split.
if Karan's not banned,
Yeah.
I can't buy Golden Bow on a Willix, so I think we just lose.
So, of course, Tainted Minds, 12 games. They have won 75%. And the KDA is a lot different at 4.62 versus, obviously, Pandas, which was 10.54, I think. So,
Yeah.
what is it then? I'll ask you, Husey. What is it Tainted Minds have to do? Apart from shut down Row prior to the game.
So, okay. so yeah, first you shank Row, hide him in a bin behind the event. Then what you do in game is you get Divine fed. You camp the solo lane. You do the weakened Cyclone spin strategy, and you get Shred to gank the solo lane. Lean off and get Divine fed. Hopefully you get him on a Guan so he can heal your team up and do lots of stuff with that particular guard. But Divine, he's the only one on that team that's played at a lane event before, and I got in trouble saying Gruff didn't have lane experience. He was a coach. It's not the same thing, guys. Come on. But yeah, Idivine's got the experience, right? He's going to be the one that needs to steady the shit when they're at the event, because everyone will tell you there's nerves at a live event, and he's the one that's got the experience to do that. Clear communications needs to be a big thing as well. And I definitely say some preparation, playing together all next to each other before you actually head up on that stage is definitely necessary to get used to that different environment to what you used to before, which is just sitting in TeamSpeak. So yeah, I think communication needs to be something that's heavily emphasized before this event, and I think iDivine going off is going to be a big key to Tainted Minds finding some success.
I'm just gonna write that down real quick.
Yeah. Let me take some notes.
And you went with Panda to win using.
Yeah.
Scoreline?
3-1.
No one likes you anyway. I'm gonna go 3-2, but I'm gonna go with Tainted. I'm gonna say Tainted for this.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Why?
He knows what's up.
If you're wrong, you gotta pay me. All right.
What? I never agreed to that.
Hang on.
No, if Tomo loses, you guys pay. But
okay, yeah,
I'll go against everyone. I don't know what people are saying in chat, but I'll go Tainted Minds, and I'll go 3-2 their way. I will. And obviously, you boys, we have to assume you're going to go for yourselves, because if you don't, you're not exactly off to a good start, are you?
I mean, I was going for Epsilon at Worlds, and we saw how that turned out, so I think I'll go for myself this time.
Alright, so there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about relegations. We've got CGPL this weekend, relegations 24th, 25th. Is that right, Hughesy?
23rd, 24th. 23rd, 24th.
Well, I would have shown up for one of the days at least. And they are best of fives.
Yes, they are.
A long day.
What's with the best of fives? Like someone was telling me before, that's how all relegations are done in the
best of
SPL
fives because well, yeah, it's kind of based on what they did for NAEU SPL relegations. Basically as well, because this is not a tournament format, this is just a straight matchup here. We wanted to give teams the best experience and the best chance to showcase their efforts and show what they can be in there. Because the best of five, as we said, is a long haul for any team to have to play potentially 5 games in a row. And considering one of these teams is Invidious and every single one of their games is guaranteed to go plus 50 minutes, it's a long haul for it looks like they're playing Sin Gaming.
Yeah, I got that up now for our viewers, so we can see that Sin Gaming have the marathon against Invidious. Trident go and take on Llamas in Pajamas. Obviously, Llamas finished first, I think, with about somewhere between 14 and 1,600 points in the Challenger Cup. And then Avant-Garde take on Irish Wristwatch, and then Direwolves and LG. So let's get your thoughts on these games, guys. First of all, Law Gaming up against Direwolves. Where's that one at? And I think that means Direwolves came what? They're the first relegation team versus LG, who came in bottom of the 4 challenger teams.
Yeah.
So that one's a whitewash?
Yeah. I mean, LG are a team that's been together for a long time, but Direwolves just have, they have good mechanics, and they're just going to carry them through.
Alright.
I don't think there's any question about that one.
No, not in my opinion.
That's a walkover.
Trident versus Llamas. Now, this is always interesting. We've spoken about it a bit on the Smite show with Trident, how they did well. They got into the OPL, and then they had tremendous amount of team problems and then they even ended up forfeiting the last match. They're up against Llamas in Pajamas, who have been pretty consistent. They've tried some different things. Last week we seen them pull out and start off with 5 Sunders. All right, because apparently that one hits people or something. That's what I learned on Sunday. And so, how's that matchup going to go? Do they have a chance, Llamas?
It's hard to say because we don't know what the Trident roster is right now. Didn't they lose a member or something?
We don't know what Trident's roster is. Because the rule with the relegations team is you have to tell admins an hour before who your roster is. And then we'll validate it to make sure that you have the 3 core members that you assigned to your team during the OPL or if your Challengers Cup, that you play 50% of your matches. As long as they have the 3 core, they can go in and use whoever else they like. So, if they use the same roster that they used during the OPL, which I doubt,
Is that
I
their
would
full
say
roster
that
or
we
the
probably
minus
go.
one?
Sorry?
They didn't really have a full roster in the last week,
Yeah.
did they?
Yeah. So if they have full 5 players show up. 5. Can you count it? Trident 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you have 5 players that shows up, I think Trident will take it. Probably be like 3-1 or 3-2. If they've got some new roster, it depends entirely on who those players are.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
All right, Sing Gaming versus Invidious. Is it going to be a challenge of the marathon whether Sing Gaming can keep up?
I'm not watching.
Or what's the story of this game? I can't really. I don't know. Did we stream any Sing Gaming games this split? And I know that sounds funny because we
They're
streamed
the
them all.
only game.
There's nothing memorable
we
for
missed.
me. Sorry.
They're the only game that we just broadcast in the OPL. Is a big step up from last week. I like to add where we lost about 20% to 25% of the games we tried to play. They're the only game that we lost was their game. I think against you guys, bro.
Yeah, it was to us.
Unfortunate.
It was an interesting one too, so it was unfortunate it didn't go through. There'll be a team to watch though. Like they have some interesting picks in the game that didn't get played on stream, or I think it like half got played or something. They had like Arachne, Barkus, Anubis Jungle or something like that. So I think if they pick something crazy, they can take Invidious out way before the 50-minute mark. They could just take him out in 20 minutes and not let Invidious get to that like long drawn out late game. But who knows? I think it'll be a marathon regardless. I personally, I'd rather watch. I think the Trident Llamas vs Pajamas games are going to be the better game to watch out of those two at least.
What about you, Tomo?
Yeah, no, I agree with Rory. I mean, we've been scrimming Sin a little bit lately, and well, around patch notes and whatnot. But I think they'll take it. But yeah, I'd rather not see it go out to hour-long games, 5 in a row. No one wants that.
Nope.
I think Sin will get them quickly though. I have faith.
And then the.
I think if it does
yep.
go for 5 hours long, I think Sin will break towards the end. I think Invidious have the marathon in them. I think Sin are just like, nah, I'm done. Just go to sleep. Wait, don't they have HS on the team?
Yeah,
Yeah.
HS will have to
Take it past 9 p.m. and Invidious
Yeah.
win.
I'm sure that'll all get sorted. I'm sure that they'll play all of their matches. I think they all recognise how important this is.
I know we joke about Invidious a lot, but if anyone in chat hasn't seen their games, if we're going to have a 50-minute game or a 40-minute game any week, chances are it's going to be Invidious. They do. Is that something they actually have to focus on? Is finishing off games and closing out games? Is that what's stopping them from
Absolutely.
being better?
Yeah. I haven't watched them so much, but clearly it must be something they need to work on.
And then last of all, we got Avant versus the Irish Wristwatch team, who are a bit of a make-up team, and then Avant, who have shown some. I think Avant have shown some promising stuff this split. They've got better and better as the weeks have gone on. Husey?
Yeah. Very cool. Just as I started eating. Avant-Garde was slated at the start of the split to possibly be the second team going to land along with Pandemonium. They actually, this will sound a little bit harsh, they actually disappointed, especially me this split. I thought that roster had a lot more potential than what they showed. Especially in the qualifiers, they showed a lot more promise than what they did in actual competitive games. So I still think that they will be able to make it back into the OPL. I don't think, though, they'll make it back in. I don't think Irish will be able to do too much to them. But yeah, I think Avant will take it 3-1, maybe even 3-0.
I don't know. I haven't seen the other team play yet, so I can't say. I think Avant are a strong roster, but I'd agree with Husey. They were stronger at the start of the split. I haven't seen much of their games later in the split, but yeah, I think they've got it in them. They just need to pull it together.
So
Yeah,
like
I
last.
agree.
Oh, sorry, Tomo. You have your say.
No, that's alright. We play with the Irish guys a bit, like they're in and out of our team speak constantly, and they're all great guys. But
Illusion.
I think Avant will take them, unfortunately.
So
Sorry, switch.
last week we had, was it Funke, Switch, and Nightfall on, and they all predicted that the OPL next split won't change. We'll see the same teams in there. Will you guys agree?
Yeah, I mean with the same teams, but the Trident org won't be around. I don't think, considering their announcement earlier today.
Yeah, they've left the org, so it'll be
Yeah.
under a different name.
If they even, yeah.
What about Direwolves? We haven't heard much about Direwolves. What's the status with them? Because they didn't have the best of seasons.
I don't think
either.
any of us have heard much about Direwolves. I think they're
I
pretty
haven't.
quiet right now. I don't know.
I haven't
Maybe
spoken to any
they'll.
of them in months.
I mean, I think they'll be fine in relegations. What we'll see after then, I have no idea. On the organization side of things, that I don't think anything will change there.
All right, so that's...
Richard, if you're in stream, can you just hit me up? We're looking for scrims anytime.
Well, isn't Rose looking for scrims, isn't he? Or was that a cheater
All the
that
time.
posted?
No,
Can't
we
find
don't.
scrims?
We don't want that. We don't need that.
You don't want to play the team you're about
No,
to
we get scrims now. We didn't get scrims for like a week, but now we do.
Yeah.
Awesome. Patch notes. There's a patch tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read those.
Tuesday night patches
Yes.
night. What's interesting out of the patch notes? Like I said, I don't read them because I wouldn't even understand them. So what's going on with that? What's new?
A Willix Mastery skins got updated, so there's that. Big
Oh my
fan.
god.
That's the hype.
What's the
Yeah.
fan of that?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what do you
But
guys
other than that-
link me the? Can you link me the patch notes?
Yes, I got you, fan.
In TS.
Yeah, right there. All right.
Read
So
it.
obviously there's the new god, Jingwei. I think we'll save her to the end. I think probably more
Yeah.
pertinent discussion is on the stuff that's changed and that will be here for the land. So
Yeah.
one announcement in case people don't know, Skadi will not be allowed for the CGPL LAN event because she won't have been available in competitive in ranked play for 7 days. That's the rule that Hi-Rez uses. That's the rule that we're using. So no Skadi at the LAN.
Can't even remember if I told my team about that one.
I'm
Sorry,
sure
boys.
both teams are probably happy about that. There's an event going on currently called the Escape from the Underworld event. Change the look of the arena map, and there's a special mode at the end where it's essentially a sudden death match for some bonus worship and stuff like that. God changes. Apollo got a buff, so that's pretty hype for Elucidator and friends who like to split push Apollo every game. He got a buff to his wave clear and to his escape. And then that's probably Odin ultimate got
Pandemonium
nerfed
Odin.
a little bit, increased cooldown timer. That's probably
Yeah.
the biggest things in there.
Well, and that item change that you can walk through walls now. What is it?
Oh,
Spectral
yeah.
armor?
I mean,
Yeah,
the
that's
god
so
change, that's the
true.
biggest one.
Yeah.
Items though, there's a whole lot of changes.
Yeah.
I think the Chang'e change will kind of have an effect since the Soulstone change as well. I think you'll see
Sure.
the two coupled pretty much every game. Well, not every game. Every game Chang'e's played, there's going to be a Soulstone.
Other than that, I think they're
got
all
nothing to
pretty
say. I
normal
told
changes.
you. I don't know about these patch notes. What do you want?
I mean, Scylla got buffed as well, but we were already seeing Scylla played. Maybe we'll see her played more. We don't know. I play
She was
Scylla,
she
Tom, and
already
I'll
got-
just play
She
Willis.
already got buffed in a previous patch, though, didn't she?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like kind of you nerf Sylvanas every patch in a row, and
We
then you
saw-
buff Scylla every patch in a row. Then
I
they
mean-
just buff Sylvanas, so I'll shut up.
Yeah. We saw Cringe Crew beat Pantera in the EUSPL, or they split the series 1-1, which is huge,
Yep.
right? Because it's Pantera. And Scylla was already doing so much damage in that game, like, it's going to be pretty scary. I think she's going to be heading up towards the top tier of mid laners, especially with more still being a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty crazy at the moment.
How does that
But-
affect you guys? Because you've got what 4 days for the patch for any changes to work your.
Yeah, we've got 4 days to practice them, but we've known about them for a little while now, so they've been, you know, you can do your theory crafting and whatnot, so we are prepared. I can speak for myself, we are prepared.
Taints that are
I think we're
prepared.
prepared.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to beat you 3-2 because they're not prepared. Even if I'm the only one that thinks so.
You want to lose money, Steve? It's not my problem.
Hey, it's the long shots which pay out the most. So that's patch notes done. This has been a quick show so far.
Oh, we didn't talk about Pandemonium Odin though.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's the big
there's
one.
a couple new skins. There's the Grim skins, which are part of the Underworld event.
They
Tier 2
look sick.
Tier 2 Vamana. And there's the Pandemonium Odin skin. So Odin, but he's Panda. Pretty sure
Which I should
visualize what
clarify
it's like.
is just a coincidence. It's not our skin.
You have to win worlds, don't you? And then you get a skin. Is that correct? That's not a.
Win worlds all get a chest in the game, yeah.
Yeah.
And for OCE to get a chest in the game, we probably have to win worlds. And then we might get invited to DreamHack as well. Who knows?
Dude, that'd be the dream. Dude, if an OCE team goes to DreamHack, I get to go to DreamHack. So go boys. So the thing we should talk about next is Xingwei, the new god in the game. So I think a lot of people are happy to see the latest. A large section of the community is happy that the latest section of god releases have been with the Asian pantheons, which have been a little bit underserved, especially with the new Japanese pantheon. Xingwei is Chinese, but her abilities, they're all pretty cool. So her one sounds like a whirlwind or tornado kind of thing and knocks up people. And you can even knock up yourself with it. And it stays there for a little bit. That's pretty cool. Her two, basically her next three basic attacks become almost area attacks. So you can like area, lifesteal, and crit and things like that. And it also gives you crit on the attack itself. So you know, that's pretty sick.
I also saw, sorry, Hughes, interrupt on that one. If I think it was, you can pop it and it'll never disappear. So like you can walk around the map and then fire them off later. You can even wait for the cooldown to reset, reactivate it, and I think you'll get 6. Or you'll get double. You get double of what the original one was.
Damn.
Yeah.
Her 3 is a dash, but if you dash on top of your tornado or when you're knocked up, you instead fly. So ordinarily you just dash, but when you're up in the air, you can go over walls and other what am I thinking of? Walls and other dealies like that. And then her ult, she flies up into the air and then drops explosives down below her, like an airstrike, and then you can fly to a ground target. Her passive, though, I think is the most interesting thing about it. As soon as you exit the fountain, aka your base, she goes up into the sky and allows her to fly for 5 seconds. You can control the flight as well. So you can basically get pretty much to your red buff, blue buff, and halfway back to your lane pretty quickly, and over all objectives and stuff. So you can got a lot of mobility when you leave the fountain.
What's the cooldown on that? It doesn't say here, but that's like
the passive. It's just as soon as you come out of the fountain.
All right.
Yeah, you can back and do it again as much as you want. Actually, I think it has a charge up. You have to stand in the fountain for a certain amount of time, or stand in the base for a certain amount of time, something like that. Because there is a passive charge up meter.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it'll go from one end of the arena to the other. It'll go from the fountain in Conquest to red buff, I think.
Yeah.
Red buff's just over to the left of spawn, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, almost to probably like, I don't know, 40% off the way of the map.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you call it a teleport if you want. I mean, you can't with teleport. You can teleport to wards later in the game and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty crazy early game.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's some achievements as well if you're into that kind of thing. Smite, that
I mean, the achievement art is actually really, really good in Smite. Doesn't really get utilized enough, but
yeah,
it's like really, really good.
I think maybe if achievements maybe gave you something like favor, or it was part of like a weekly quest or something where you could potentially get gems from it, I think a lot more people would focus on those achievements and stuff. So there you go, Hi-Res. There's a marketing idea for you for free.
I think they're bigger on like PS4 and Xbox and stuff like that, where you get
on Xbox,
proper
they're
achievement
definitely
points.
bigger because you can get gamer score and stuff, which is a big thing on Xbox. I don't know about PS4. They have a trophy system, which I don't think is as big as the achievements are on Xbox, but you never know.
Yeah.
Oh, the console kids love their achievements. It's the only reason they play COD, I'm sure. They love it. Absolutely love it. Is that patch notes? Is that done?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Such a
pretty much. Back in
Yeah.
so much depth. There's more stuff, but it's
nothing important.
No. Yeah.
Such a quick show. So what do we got next? We got Lash Out.
Lash Out. Yeah.
See if anyone wants to have a rage, have an opinion about something. See what has been going on. We'll start with you, Husey. Well, we'll start with me. I've got nothing this week. Absolutely nothing.
No,
I mean,
that's
Cool.
a filthy lie.
Shit, man.
This is a quick
You're
show.
definitely angry about something. We just gotta figure out what.
I'm,
Is it your kids? Is Shane? Is Shane doing something to make you angry, Steve?
kids not here tonight. They're here tomorrow
Oh.
night. So the kids.
I know the chat's a fan. Shane's a fan favorite in the chat.
And he doesn't even like Smite. I love it. I love it. But I think he's getting a hit point T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
And one of those figure 8 things. So he'll be happy. But no, I'm too tired this week to worry about what's pissing me off. So nothing Smite related. I'll go there. Nothing Smite related at all. No,
Damn.
no. If I think of something, I'll let
Boring.
you know. What about you, Husey? Well, I can't
Alright,
be pissed
I
off all
actually
the
have
time.
I have something very specific I want to lash out about. And I should have prepared actually. I should have put this in the notes, but let me just find this Reddit link for you. Okay. So this was taken from the regular Smite Reddit. On here, Nightfall posted a clip from our Challengers Cup for the weekend, and it's actually a pretty funny clip. It's top-notch chasing around a tier, round a pillar as an hour long trying to kill him, and eventually he does catch up to him and kill him. And, funny enough, everyone can have a bit of a giggle at that and stuff, but then this guy comes on, and he's making a lot of comments about OCE esports, and he's actually deleted his comment now, which makes me kind of sad. But he was basically trash talking OCE and our Challengers Cup and stuff like that, and saying that we were laughing. Now this really pissed me off because it made it seem like, we're all a bunch of casual scrubs that don't put effort into anything, and we should be treated like shit. And so this ticked me off, so I made a few comments in return, and he kept saying, if they're professionals, they should be acting like this. And I'm like, dude, they're trying at the game. Just because it's a bad play doesn't mean they're not trying and stuff. But that really pissed me off that, people can come from nowhere and just make a judgment based off a short little clip about not only Smite esports in Australia, but esports in general in Australia and New Zealand as well, OC as a whole. And that really tipped me off was that attitude towards, and I think it's an attitude that I have issue with across a broad spectrum of things, where you see someone being bad at something, and then you judge them really harshly off that and say that they're a joke, they're a laughing stock. And you know what? If someone is bad at something, or if someone is not as good as you at something, you shouldn't put them down. You should work hard to to help them achieve something that they're clearly trying at. Because these teams are putting in effort for very little reward, but they're putting in almost as much effort, if not more, than some OPL teams. And so they should be encouraged in those efforts, because that foundation, the Challengers Cup of our scene, is what makes the scene bigger. That's what makes it grow. That's what people come into the scene and look to start playing competitively. And so that should be something that we're encouraging. For someone to come in and just put those teams down really affected me, and so I got pretty bad about that. So that's what I wanted to lash out about.
I can go off of that one if you want.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I think if I was to lash out on something, it would be like paying any attention to people like that. People, like, if you pay attention to people like that, they're just going to do it more often. It's like the whole feeding the trolls thing. You can just ignore it and then it's gone. Like, we can act like we're something else. We don't have to like pay attention to stuff like that. Otherwise, it just brings everyone else down. The only reason I've even seen that, or the 99% of the people watching the stream have seen that, is because we've talked about it. So we're just giving the person more attention. I think it's not worth time. I mean, that's what lash out is. So like, I get it, but I don't think it's worth it. It's kind of just a waste of time. No offense, Easy.
If we didn't entertain trolls, then Swifty will have no friends online, would he?
Then he'd be forgotten about, and we'd all be in a better place, wouldn't we?
Oh, poor Swifty. Just remember, I invited you on if you're
50
in
knows
chat.
I love him.
I think the problem is, Yuzi, is that we're so spoilt with esports. Like right now, we could be watching the Smite show, or we could be watching. Smite's a bad example because there's not a lot of Smite streams. But generally, you can say, hey, we can go watch the OCE Smite show, or we could go watch the SPL. Everything's at players' fingertips for the best of the best at any given time to go and watch it. So when you see something which isn't at the absolute top level, I guess you critique it more. I think it's like, do you want to go watch Australia play India in the cricket, or do you just want to go down and look at your local scrub team. It's sort of similar, isn't it? But if you go and watch it and actively go and spend a bit of time investing, either watching a clip or watching that scene, yeah, you shouldn't probably shit talk them because you're there watching it. But I think Smite's been pretty good. We always have lots of non-Australian viewers, and other games, Smite other games, the OCE esports get a huge hard time with being really bad. But the viewers we get watching the OPL games and everything, they're interested. I think they have a genuine interest. So it's only one or two fools with Smite.
I think it's important to note that our streams can be looked at more for entertainment value. We're not teams that are claiming to be the best in the world. Of course, the long-term goal is to compete with the best in the world, but right now we're not there. So we're not claiming to be there. So criticizing us in a way that, oh, you're nowhere near as good as these world's level teams, then it means nothing because right now we're not claiming to be. We're practicing to get there. So, I don't know. The criticisms aren't even relevant.
It's not even that he was criticizing the skill. It was that he was criticizing the effort.
Right.
And that's what got me more than anything. Like, you can say what you want. There's always going to be someone better than who you are.
Yeah, I mean,
but when you go and you mock teams for the efforts they're putting in, that's what I think you should be.
I think if anyone, like, if you're a person that's getting mocked like that, you should just laugh at it. It's like when people tell me to get a real job. It's like, well, I'm having a lot of fun. I don't need to get a real job. I have savings. I'm not losing anything here. So getting a real job means nothing, and criticizing us in that way means nothing. You should just laugh at it, if anything.
What about you, Tomo? You're sitting there too quiet. What bugs you? What's bugging you this week?
No, I think I agree on the same topic. Just briefly, I agree with what you guys were saying. I think in general, OCE esports cops a lot of shit. Like with the crown that was on this weekend, with the Call of Duty. Obviously, Call of Duty is just filled with just the cancer 12-year-olds. But the chat on the stream was just the criticism that they were throwing at, like, for the Tainted Minds team, because obviously I was watching them, was just disgusting. The shit that they were saying. It was just unwarranted and bad, but I think OCE, you get used to it. We all cop it. I think Smite's probably the better of this esports scene.
It is.
Like, the Americans that watch are pretty alright, so...
I didn't watch too much of the COD. I did tune in to watch a bit of Ben, but then I seen... oh my goodness, I've forgotten his name. It starts with H from Chiefs. What's his name? From Chiefs. Hopi. I was watching. I was watching Sandman interview Hopi, and he kept using the word "like," and then I was like, "Oh fuck, I can't listen to this." That's what I heard was like. But that's a great example. And the sad part about COD is over the last 3 years or so, we've actually had a really high success rate in COD competitiveness, and especially going overseas and competing up. And I would dare say that with COD, we've probably got a team or two in the top 15, top 16, without a doubt in COD. So to have too much shit being flown around, I see it all the time.
A few of them are boasting some pretty high scores, like a 6th place and a 5th place I've seen from Aussie teams at World Championships. So,
yeah. I
mean, I don't know what the international scene are going on about when they're saying OC's trash. Like, we were versing Optic of all teams. Like, you're putting the best in the world against a team that hasn't got the opportunity to practice against that level. What do you expect?
I just remember saying, which pissed me off this week. So what annoys me is something happened on the weekend. We were having a discussion, and players were telling me that it doesn't matter if it's one or two players, but one or two did throw down lines like, "We don't really care. We're doing this for fun. We're playing in the Challengers Cup because at least we're going to get better match than playing in Smite at ranked." And that actually bugs me because there's teams who want to compete, like Team Yandagaya. All right, fair enough. They're not good. Sorry, Prenzel, you're just terrible. But you're in there, you're playing, and you want to try and get better. So when teams make a mockery of something to try and develop Smite as a game, that actually pisses me off.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I felt good. Very cleansing.
Very cleansing.
Fan of this washout segment. Yeah.
We didn't see. I'm expecting. I didn't drop any names then, but I think these people will probably drop their own names within the next 10 seconds. But should we move on to some questions and answers?
Yeah.
If anyone in the chat's got questions, answers. We got Husey here you can ask. We got Tomo you can ask. Bro, anything you guys want to know. Now's
I've
the
got
time to
a
ask them.
question. I got a question for the people we got here and the people in chat. When are you guys all getting to Sydney to have a hashtag Smite meetup? You know.
For the Tainted Boys, we're all arriving on Saturday morning. So we all get into the airport in the between 9 and 11, and then we're all just we'll arrive together into the venue. We plan to spend the whole afternoon at the LAN event, and then obviously the evening, whatever's happening, we're always up for a meetup.
Are you guys playing? I don't know about your COD team, but are you playing this weekend, or your COD team didn't make it? I think it's Chiefs and.
Yeah, no, the Tainted Boys the COD boys will be there.
Oh, awesome.
They're playing on Saturday, so
Awesome. Yep,
yeah, we'll be around the COD area for most of the day when they're playing.
There we go. So we got Parathis. That's just stupid. All right, you've been hanging around with Tim too much. Ro, are you guys preparing for Worlds already?
No,
That's a
we're
retarded
not.
question, isn't it? Tell me.
I mean, actually, no, I'll answer it seriously. In terms of gameplay, we're not. In terms of setting up a long-term plan to make it to Worlds and to perform well at Worlds, we are actually on the organization side of things, and on the internal team side of things, we are planning already for how we're going to perform at Worlds. But in regards to practicing mechanics for Worlds, there's no point, because obviously the patch and the meta will change between now and then. I know it wasn't a serious question, but there's your serious answer. But in regards to us arriving at Sydney, we're coming in Friday night at 11 p.m, so we'll probably see everybody the next day. I don't know, we probably won't hang around the event the whole time the next day. We're going to hang out with Chinglish, we're going to see the city and stuff like that. But I'm sure we'll see everybody at some point.
I don't want to hang around at the event, but I'll be there Thursday afternoon. When are you showing up, Husey? Just Sunday or?
No, probably not. I'll probably be around Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Awesome.
I'll help out.
Well, that's nice.
Me and Biggie, picking up the big man himself, the man that seemingly everybody in the scene wants, from the airport Friday, 11 o'clock-ish. Probably just drive to the event from there. Say hello.
Friday AM, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then come in, help Cyanide set some stuff up, go for some beers with the boys, The game's easy life.
There was a question for Husey. When are you writing the article about how good poems can make you look like a creep?
Nice. Actually,
I should have proofread that. Sorry.
I've sent you a draft, Steve, on the Cyber Gamer forum. So just look that one over. See if we can get that one published. I think it's really good for the Chrome scene.
It's not.
I sent Swifty Sister, by the way.
All right, keep throwing those questions, guys. And Parathis is not calling. It's not abuse if it's the truth. Come on. It's fact. You can't get upset about facts, can you?
Tomalamu, can you shave Shred's head at LAN?
Yeah, I just replied to that one. If we win, I will shave Shred's head. Absolutely.
Nice.
It's similar to my bet. If we make it to Worlds, I get a Smite tattoo.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't you get one for already going this year?
Hey? No,
You
no.
get one for already going?
Nah. No one wants to be reminded of that. Nobody. Losing to China. What do I get? Just their logo on the side of my chest or something like
No,
that?
you get a Chinese flag to remind you of how you got dominated.
And it was just China #1 under it.
I like a little China on the chest here, and then the enemy logo in the middle of China.
Yeah.
What about a Thor hammer across the side?
No, we'll bring Thor to this weekend, then you'll eat your words.
Baited.
You usually probably never given a poem to a girl. Come on.
No, I did actually. That was actually a tweet that went out this week. So, one of the people I met at SWC, Dust, he asked, what's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done to try and impress a girl? And when I was 14 or something, I used to catch the train into school every day. There was a girl on the train that I liked. We used to talk and stuff, back and forth on the way to school and the way back. Valentine's Day came around, wrote her a little poem, gave her some flowers.
Do you remember the poem?
Ladies man.
No, absolutely not. That's 10 years ago now.
We got a question here from the Abs Pro. How is Smite looking for packs? We don't even know how Smite's looking for split 2. That's the honest truth, isn't it? We know we got relegation. We know there will be a split 2 and then a split 3, but there's a couple of things which are waiting to see if they pan out, and then based on them, because that will be some pretty cool stuff. We need it. It sort of mucks with the timing. So
Going to DreamHack. That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's right. We're all going to DreamHack. When's DreamHack?
Cool.
That's like June or something.
Yeah.
There we go. There's
Something
split
like
2
that.
for you. You heard it here from Yuzi. Split 2 will be at DreamHack.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
Any other questions?
He's asking how was the poem received. Husey, was she into it? I got a kiss off of it, but then everyone the next day knew the poem, so mixed results.
Nice.
You know, everyone out there saying cringe. You know, did you go up and talk to a girl at 14? Probably not. There you go.
They still won't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. They still won't do it. So you got to be nice to Husey, otherwise I'll bring out the old joke book.
I don't care. You know what? Like, it's whatever. I did it. It's a thing that happened. Why deny it? I mean, I just said I got a kiss at 14. That's like, you know, number 1. So,
These days, kids at 14
I
are
have
a
to
lot
agree.
more than kiss Husey.
It's gonna. 14's a big number. I don't know what to tell you.
You should have had higher standards.
I don't know. I was a private school kid, so we're all nice. Until we hit
That's
16, then we started
Sure.
drinking.
That's where worse stuff happens in private school.
Yeah, but that's only between the students and the teachers, not the students themselves.
Do you get better drugs at private school?
Absolutely.
I mean, I wouldn't know about that, Steve. I'm a good
It's all
boy.
about.
Okay.
I write poems and shit. You think I'm taking drugs? God, no. Nowhere near cool enough for that.
Make your poem a lot better.
I was gonna say that's why you only just got a kiss.
Hey, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think there's any. Charles wants to know if there's Red Bull waiting for you at land. Aren't you away? Aren't you somewhere? I don't even know. You're not even turning up, are you, Charles? I don't think there's any more questions.
We're just gonna wait like 30 seconds for him to answer.
No, I don't really. No.
There he is.
That's
He's
it.
just privileged.
So,
Nice.
Um,
I'm pretty sure he's coming.
Prinzel, I don't know if I called you trash. Did I say trash?
I think you called him bad.
I said I
Something
called you
along those
bad.
lines.
You can't, mate. Look at the scorecard. All right. I said that you guys try and you're putting in effort. You're just bad.
I think those are the type of teams that should be in the Challenger Cup, though, rather than the teams that are taking it as a joke and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's what I said. So just remember that, Prinzel.
Oh, okay.
I did say good stuff. It wasn't all just an insult. So, just while we're waiting up for any more questions, we'll put it over to you, Ro. Do you have any shout-outs, anything, any final words?
Follow the Pandemonium Twitter.
Didn't you have something
What
to
else?
show us?
Oh, I got a pillow. Yeah, easy. You can win one actually. Wait, I'm gonna link it in chat because I'm good at this.
But you just don't win one. You can get one as well, can't you? You can get one made up and have your very
You
own.
can get one made up. Yeah, you just have to message Gummy Dog on Twitter. She'll be tagged in this tweet that I'm about to link in chat. She sells them,
B.
Did you say gummy
and you can
dog?
get custom ones. Gummy Dog, yeah.
I'm not even going to go there. But there you go, guys. If you want a cool pillow like this one here, message Gummy Dog.
We've only got one to give away, and
If I
limited edition.
write her a poem, will she give me a pillow?
take the drugs first, Yuzi, and maybe.
Yeah.
Can you hook me up?
You really delete the link? Oh my god,
Oh.
subscribers can't even link. This.
Oh wow.
I'm not
Just
too
go to my
sure.
Twitter. Actually, go to the Team Pandemonium Twitter. Yeah. Twitter. Wait, what is my? There we go. I made this and I don't remember it.
You linked it. It's on the.
I think only we can see it.
Oh, okay. Rip.
I'm not sure what's happened to the stream here, but I've got two Uzis.
Yeah, I'll post it.
There you go. But no, that's all I have. I could put on my onesie, but you can wait until land for that.
Yeah, nice.
I got a sneak preview. It's worth it.
Yeah, same.
So what's this on my cat? I can get my cat. I don't know.
Is your cat?
How good do we want to make this show? No, but Sports
Oh,
Puppy
then-
should come to
Yeah,
show.
then
Other than that, that's all I have.
My turn, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
go
just
for it.
trying to fix you up because you
I just the
disappeared.
usual shout outs to Tainted, the boys. All the admins, they're so good. They've done heaps for us already, and it's so early in the year. They just released a line of clothes, some t-shirts, jerseys, hoodies, hats. I'll link it because that's the cool thing to do,
I'm getting smoky. 1 second.
and it'll be deleted link again. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it.
Nice.
If you put it in TS,
Oh,
I can link
posted it again.
But you got
In
it.
case it didn't go through for you.
There we go. So what's that? That's some
Beautiful.
Tainted Minds apparel.
Just some merch, yeah.
Damn.
Yep. And what do you get? T-shirts. You got a hat.
T-shirts, hats, hoodie, and a jerseys in there. And Tainted are doing a jersey giveaway from the Crown event. So we'll just check out their Twitter and it'll be on there.
Awesome.
Retweet it.
What about you, Alex?
Shout out. I don't know if this event is still going on, but Deanne Brandon's stream over the weekend was doing some charity work. And they raised over $40,000 for St. Jude's Children's Charity in America. So that's a pretty good cause. So shout outs to him for doing some good work. If you guys follow his stream at all, I'm sure you probably already donated. Other than that, shout outs to all the fans of OCE Smite. Everyone in the Challenge Cup showing up every week to play. Everyone in the OPL for being, for the most part, professionals and making this such a good split to run. To the admins, putting in so much work, and the casters as well. To you, Steve, and but especially everyone that's out there viewing. It wouldn't be possible without you guys.
There we go. Well, that's it. A nice short show
Thanks for tuning
tonight.
in,
So
I suppose.
next week, I do want to say this. Next week,
Yeah.
we will have the
Thanks for having
wrap up
us,
from the
guys.
grand final.
Let's go, Scrim.
Yeah.
We'll have the wrap up from the grand final. It should be at the same time, but we're not going to give any spoilers. But there should be a very, very special guest, Yuzi's mum.
Wow.
Whoa.
No, it's better than Yuzi's mum or Josh's mum. There should be a very, very special guest next weekend, which should be a lot of hype, especially after the grand final. So make sure you follow below. We've got a giveaway at the moment where we've got more, what's her name, Jing Wei. We've got more skins that we can poke a stick at. So get on with that. Just type exclamation Jing in the chat and you'll get the link for that one. But if you're not going to be in Sydney to watch these guys play, tune in. There will be a live stream. We can confirm that this week, that there'll be a live stream. And I think there's a ton of giveaways as well, even for the viewers.
Oh.
So, yes.
One thing I want to link here, Steve. Prensel on Facebook is running a predictions for the LAN. I think there's things in there like a score, head-to-head, maybe an MVP or something like that. So go ahead, check it out. Good way to interact with the LAN event. And yeah, I would encourage everyone that's around the Sydney area, even if you're coming from Melbourne and stuff like that, please come attend the CGPL LAN. It's on Sunday the 17th, this Sunday coming up. Free entry. There's literally no reason not to attend. You see some great Smite being played, lots of your friends that you know online, and maybe just even maybe you might make some new friends. So there you go.
I hope not. To be honest, I'm just going so Laney can give me another hug because I can't remember the last one he apparently gave me. That's my only reason.
I'm just going to see DJ being punched Laney TBH.
There we go. And don't forget that anyone who's subscribed tonight, just do a /W my name just so I can give you one of those codes as well. But that's it from us. Everyone, like I said, tune in next week. There should be a big show next week. A very big personality should be joining us. I think that's the best way to put it. Would that be correct, Yuzi? So very exciting stuff. So thank you very much. Thanks to our guests Ro and Tomo.
Anytime.
And,
No
Hughesy,
dramas.
once again, thank you to you. It's been a great season. Let's hope the finals are
has been.
just as exciting.
Red Bull.
No Red Bull.
Fucking Giles.
Where did he come from? He quickly sneak in, cheeky bugger.
All I heard him say was Red Bull, so there you go.
Oh well. So catch us later.